We always talk about quality in terms of everything that we have around. Whether it's a product, whether it's a service, we always put the quality as an end user or as a buyer on our top priority. The organizations providing the service or the products put quality on the top priority of their all the lists. Now, when we talk about quality, what exactly do we mean by quality? What is quality in terms of our understanding? What is the quality in terms of process? What is quality in terms of service? And what is quality in terms of brand establishing? Hi, let's talk about quality and its importance in products and service when we are heading the organization or the department. Now, quality is a perception. Quality is an idea which has different meanings to different people. Like, let's say, for an example, if we are talking about a person, let's say, proper clothes, somebody who's wearing a torn clothes, to him or her, a second hand shirt or a second hand dress in good quality, fairly good quality, not torn, clean enough, is of supreme quality. But when we are talking about somebody who is already wearing branded clothes, branded accessories, and so on, the definition of quality absolutely changes to that person's perspective. The, the person who's already using a certain brand might be looking for quality in higher price, in higher brands, and better prices, and better, bigger brands or designer clothes. So the quality is a perception which obviously depends from the kind of people already have the standard of living, the standard of products, the standard of service that they're expecting or using in their life. So with the quality, it is a measuring parameter as to what benefit or what goodness one can derive from that product or that service, paying a price. So when I'm paying a price, like say I'm buying a mobile, I'm buying a laptop, I'm buying any kind of gadgets, what I expect is a rule, let's say literally a list of things that I'm expecting. It should have a good look and feel. It should have durability. It should have a warranty if things goes wrong. It should be pleasing to eyes. It should be appealing. It should be powerful. It should be you know um, uh, let's say compatible. It should be easy to carry. It should be easy to use and user friendly, and so on. So when we talk about best quality in terms of products, what we're talking about is how ease are we at while using these products, what better services, how this product makes our life better. So the more value it adds to our life, that's the quality that is derived from that product. What a person pays for a product or a service is the price, but the service or the benefit which one derives using that product or that service in their personal life is the value which is derived. Now, that value decides the quality expectation. Certain parameters are there which are followed by organizations while they are making their products, while they're making their services, while they are working with the clients, or while they are working on the site. So these are the qualities which are like a guarantee from the organization that when you get our product or the service, these are the things which you can expect from us. These are the things, and this is how they're going to make your life easy. So understanding the perception of quality is very important to target the kind of customer or the kind of as we say, the audience we are targeting for. So if you are targeting a lower income group, there when you put a price which is pretty higher, the price would be the deciding factor. Whereas if you use better products, better raw materials, better technology, and produce a better product, and try to market it in a circle wherein it's basically people who are okay in using what is there in the market at a very cheaper rate. For them it might be difficult, and for you it might be difficult to actually market the product, make a sale, and be sustainable in the market. So when you're heading the department, when you're heading that organization, you need to understand that what kind of audience, what kind of buyer audience, buyer persona you are targeting, so that you can deliver a bit, delivering a quality means, they were expecting, let's say, point 8, and you deliver 9. So it obviously becomes a better quality to them, and it creates better acceptability. But if they are already expecting 8 and you try to give them 20, well, that number wouldn't work with them, because they cannot think or contemplate, or they cannot analyze beyond 10 or 12. So if you are reaching 10, that is great for them. If it is more than 10, like let's say 12, it's like a wow experience. And beyond that, they wouldn't be able to understand the benefit of it, or the value creation of it, and so on. So understanding the quality is very important. Putting parameters, second point comes in as putting the right parameters in the place. When we're talking about parameters, what they mean, those parameters are basically when you are in the production, where you are in production of product or delivering a service, having the parameters there, those are like checkpoints, which constantly monitors how close the provided service or the product is to the already set quality parameters, like what was set by the organization as a target, and how far it has been achieved, or how far it has gone beyond. Like if the parameter is there to check a certain quality up to 10, let's say, the process or the product reaches 8 or 9, that means it's near to the quality. Whereas if it is 5 and beyond, like below that, it means that the expected quality was 10, but what was delivered by the process, or what was delivered by the in terms of the product, is not anyway close to what was set as a goal. Rather, it's pretty deviating. So those kind of deviation, if it can be reduced, they can save the organization from incurring losses in terms of making some quality faulty products which wouldn't have any acceptance in the market. Even while in service, if the customers are expecting certain level of service, let's say an organization is promoting that they have a 24/7 support team who would be there to help them with their work, with their product. And when the let's say the end users give a call and they cannot get a support, they cannot talk to somebody and solve their problem at odd hours, they are disappointed. So when you have a quality parameters to check that, you can monitor the process much better, and this monitoring keeps the process in the track, and literally saves it from swaying away or deviating away from the decided protocols or the decided quality. Now third comes, like, see, the world is shrinking, literally. The world is shrinking. Let's talk about the garments. See, one point of the time, people were moving from handmade things to machine made things for better quality, better durability, lower in production cost, and lower prices, and having something which would go for a longer time. And that was good. The market was absolutely good for those machine made things and artificially made things. But now you see the environment has changed, the environment policy has changed, and that has forced organizations to adopt a green policy. Now, what is green policy? Wherein they are not going to use any toxic chemical, they're not going to use more than 60% of machinery, the rest 40% has to be done by hand. They're not going to pollute the environment in terms of emission or discharge of harsh fumes or chemicals in the oceans, lakes, and water bodies. So, see, with the change in the environmental policy, the garment industry is undergoing such changes, right? Today, you will find more and more projects that are adopting to eco printing, eco dyeing, hand block printing, hand dyeing, and so on. Now, what is happening is the world is improving. Literally, the world understands the disadvantage and the ill effects of using plastic, of using harsh chemicals. Yes, you're getting a product lower in cost, but the thing is, it has a longer impact on the environment, on your children, and on the next generation. And people are becoming much aware. Honestly speaking, people are becoming much aware. They're adopting more green policies. They're adopting more green products in their life, and they also want to support slow fashion. And they of late you can hear vocal for the local, wherein they are supporting the local farmers, the local indigenous artisans, and so on. So this kind of changes are improvement. And when we're talking about quality, adopting these new policies within the existing process is also important, because to be sustainable, you have to go with what the people are demanding. And when the people are demanding, let's say, eco printing or eco dyeing or no harsh chemicals, and of late we get a lot of calls about how the products are made, are the products organic, were any animals harmed during the production of the garments, and so on. So this kind of conscious awareness centric questions, you have to understand that you have to improve the existing process to incorporate the demand of the time. Like if the time is now for handmade, for eco printing, for non harsh chemicals, and so on, the organizations adopt to it. So improving the quality is also very important in terms of creating sustainability, in terms of creating a market value, and in terms of creating a place for the organization to stay for a long time. Because if you're not going by what the what the customers out of their awareness are asking, you run into a chance of being outcasted as not a player in this game. Because if you're not making what they are looking for, who do you sell to? If you're still using harsh chemicals, if you're still using only machineries, if you're still not paying fair, if you're not using the right taxation process, the right kind of procedure to make the products, and so on. So one point of time, your buyers would reject the product. So that will not yield much better result in terms of sustainability of the business. So improving the quality is another aspect which you need to look into while you are the department head or you are heading the organization, and when you are making that product for the end users. And last but not least, quality is not always that you have to do it for. See, as we have an internal customer and external customers are your buyers, your patrons, your clients, and so on. And internal customers, as I keep on saying, are your employees. First, if the internal employees are not happy, you cannot make the external employers happy with your unhappy internal customers. So to make external customers loyal, happy, and be attached to your brand, first you have to create that value in the life of the employees who are working with your organization. If they do not have a quality work environment, they will not be able to produce quality outputs. If they are not able to concentrate, if their working condition is not healthy, if the working condition is not safe, they will not go beyond, and they will not contribute towards making the products or delivering the service. And with such a unhappy kind of internal customer, trust me, no matter how big brand you are, you cannot be in the show for a longer time, depending only on your external customers, because these internal customers, which are your employees and other subordinates and other departments, they will only do their job, and they will not really contribute. They will not give you the feedback, they will not give you their suggestion, they will not share their ideas. So they will be just like machines, and with machines, the problem is, the feeling lacks. When the feeling is missing from the product or the service, the human connection is disconnected. Without the human connection, the product or the service does not qualify enough to satisfy your external customers' need. So quality is an aspect which has to be looked into as a parameter when you are making products, delivering service. But quality is also a parameter when you have the team members, when you have subordinates working with your organization. First, the quality work environment, the quality learning scope, the quality peer-to-peer connection, the quality management and staff relation. See, quality is something which goes on beyond being discussed in every step of the organization. So first, when the quality is established within the organization, you can ensure that your products and your services will be matching the quality as is required by the external clients. And when you do that, everything is aligned. The quality needed by the client is aligned to the quality deliverables of your internal clients. So when both of them are aligned, your organization grows, your organization stays, your organization explores new collaborative markets, and they become one of the pioneers in delivering that product and service. See, when we talk about that quality, if I may again draw a conclusive example, when we talk about Tata, you in India, seldom you can hear okay, the Tata salt is good, but the Tata vehicles are not that good, or the Tata spices are not that good. Whatever project Tata has taken over, all the products speak of quality. Is because the pioneer leaders of the Tata group and present leader Ratan Tata, he himself is a person who is absolutely obsessed with quality in terms of deliverables of their employees' life. In a COVID-19 situation wherein you hear a lot of people being sacked, a lot of people being terminated, sadly, from big giant companies, Tata Group has not initiated such process to terminate mercilessly, hundreds and thousands of employees. Rather, they're trying to cope up with what's the need of the time, how to go about it, and that shows the quality leadership. When there is quality leadership within the organization, that quality sips down to all the department, all the people, looks forward towards delivering quality output. And with that, whatever product Tata makes, they are great products. So this is, again, let me say you, this video is not or nowhere intended to brand promote or do a kind of promotion for Tata Groups, because I or career counseling is nowhere associated with Tata Groups. But that was just a hypothetical exam, a true example from the real life to get connected to, so that we can understand what quality means in terms of, it's not a bunch of rules or protocols to punish somebody or monitor something. It's a philosophy, it's a kind of ideology that follows within the organization, within the employees, and obviously that also follows within the loyal customers. So with that note today, guys, let me wrap up this session of Morning Vibe with career counseling. And as I always mention, please join our LinkedIn group, which is Career Counseling Online. Like our Facebook page by the same name, and you can write to us and you can leave a message if you are seeking any kind of guidance, if you're confused about the work, the COVID-19 situation, what to do with the career, or how to move about it, how to take the next level, or please don't be stressed out. Rather, message in the Facebook page or in the LinkedIn page. We will get back to you. We will try to work it out together, and I'm sure that you will feel much better than what you're feeling right now. So guys, stay home, stay positive, and stay safe. And as I always mention, learn, contribute, and evolve. Take care, guys. Bye bye.